right? Because, yeah. All right. So, yeah. So this is your first result. You might want to get the duck out of the way, so then it won't be, so you won't trip on that. Okay. So, so the person before you, she's gonna finish. She is a pretty tall girl, even though she's younger, like almost a year and a half younger.
Okay.
She's very young, fourth grader,
Okay.
but she's very tall for her age. It seems that I could be wrong. Okay, so why am I saying that? Because you might need to adjust the seat.
Oh yeah, she'll be tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, please take your time. Do not start playing unless it feels right.
Okay.
Okay. And it's very important. Think about it. We're working for a very long time. So if you don't take enough time, either to adjust your seat or to prepare, to really think about those, the most important things, you know, you're not going to deliver things that you really would like to be there, right? Okay. So, and then I've seen that so many times. You know, we're working so hard for months, and the kid would just start playing without preparing the wrong tempo or something else. And then everything is just not the same. And of course, there's quite a bit of disappointment when this happens. I mean, it's not the end of the world, obviously, but you know, just 2-3 minutes of playing. So that's why it's very important to really focus, and that's why it's important to practice at home the same routine. So have you done that at home, like walking and do the bow? Yeah. You've done the whole thing. Okay, so let's pretend that you're playing the recital. So yeah, people clapping.
just
Yeah, so-
walk off?
No, you need to bow before and
Oh,
after.
again?
Well, yeah, think about that, right?
Oh yeah.
So before and after, of course, right? Yeah.
And then you walk off again.
Yes. Okay, so the walking part you covered. That's yeah, okay. Alright, so go back now. So tell me what you think. How was it?
I blinked a little bit, but
That's not a little bit. It's a
yeah.
big, right? And the thing is not that the thought that you blink. That could happen, but it's what you do if something like this happens.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Oh yeah, you told me to start from the next section.
And what do you do?
I went back to the section before.
A huge mistake. Okay. Because the thing is, when you're trying to fix, first of all, it's way more noticeable. Way more noticeable. Okay. If you're gonna go on, most likely it's not gonna be even that noticeable. When you're trying to fix, first of all, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Fixing doesn't work. So that's why you're gonna keep on playing and trying to fix. You're gonna end up playing one time, not gonna work. Second time, not gonna work. Third, until you actually skip and go to. Why not going straight to the next part right away? Okay. That's the reason why we know our starting points, right? And that's when I thought maybe it's a good thing that it happened right now, right here, because then we talk about that and you know actually what to do. So you did not know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So you thought that you need to be fixing until you fix. So even if it takes, a few seconds or a few minutes, so you're going to be playing the same part over and over and over, and the audience will be sitting and watching how you're trying to fix it. Is that what you thought is the right strategy?
I don't think I gave it much thought.
Well, yeah. So this is your first time, so that's why I'm glad that we're talking about that. All right. So, but that's but I'm pretty sure I've told you that, right? So that you need to just go straight to the next part. Okay. All right. You have, as I said, you have one chance. You go on stage, you play once. You don't restart and play the whole thing again. One chance. Okay. So that's why it's experience too. So and not just for piano performing experience. It's how we handle things in life, right? So it's pressure. I'm pretty sure you'll have this kind of situation when you'll have to have a speech in front of a class, or you might have already had this kind of right. Right, exactly. Right. So that's part of that. Yeah. So, okay. So you know what to do if something goes wrong. So you have to really know exactly. So you said you blanked out. How did it happen? You have, as you play, you need to specifically think where you are, which part are you on, and what is your goal on each part individually. Okay. So that's probably the best advice I can give. All right. So the other thing is that I think you're in dynamics. Were you trying to play with dynamics, or you totally forgot about that?
I think I forgot about it.
How's it possible if you practiced with dynamics for a few months already, right? How's it possible not to include dynamics? Already should be there, even if you're not thinking about that. That's a big part of it. Otherwise, it just sounds everything the same way. And especially since it has the same pattern. If you don't add dynamics, well, I mean, it's not that bad, but it would be way more interesting, right? So that's kind of thing. So let's try it again, the whole thing. So this time, if anything happens, well, hopefully it won't, right? You know this piece well enough. But we always have to have a strategy on what to do in this case, right? So do you know that when professional musicians play, do you think that it's always perfect? No, we're human beings. So they make mistakes, but they cover it so professional. You won't be able even to tell. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's try it again. The tempo is good. I still think that you could create more difference between melody and accompaniment.
Okay.
Have you played on this piano?
A little last week. Yeah.
Last week, right? Yeah. So, and the piano where we have recital is, of course, every piano is different,
Mm-hmm.
right? It will be slightly different than this, but probably closer to that one than this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And there's no chance to warm up, so basically you sit down like everyone else and start playing. Okay. Because we will have that room available at 5:30, so we walk in at 5:30, and I hope we can start like 5:35.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the first part of the concert will be roughly an hour and a half. Okay. So. So the kids who perform, they don't sit with their parents.
Okay.
They sit separately with their performers. hours are. And I'm asking everyone, of course, well, probably I don't have to tell you, but still, I'm telling this to everyone, to really be quiet, no talking while other kids are performing, no walking. Yeah,
No walking.
yeah, no walking.
Oh, just stay in your seat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you need to use restroom, then you do that. Like when people are clapping, then quietly just leave the room and do not go back to your seat until like people clapping again for the, let's say, next kid.
Okay.
Okay. So because so otherwise, it's very different. Just think about it. You're playing, you're trying to be really focused, and then someone makes a noise, or kids start walking. And I'm a little bit worried about it because I have some like really young students, like have a first grader who's totally unpredictable. I told him, and then he probably going to be sitting close to me. I want to make sure that. And I have a couple of other like active kids, young kids. So we'll see if they will be able to sit quietly. But the reason why I'm also telling you that if some kids do make noise, or maybe not kids, sometimes adults actually start like, I think it was last recital or recital before that. I think someone's grandma came with a plastic bag and she was looking for something, so she was digging in, and there was so much noise out of, from that plastic bag. So things happen. Once we had an elderly gentleman, someone's great grandfather, who fell asleep in the middle of it
And started snoring.
and started snoring. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope that's not going to be happening. So it's unpredictable in a way. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it was happening. Was happening during that one of my like students who playing, whose mom was very serious about her daughter's performance. So when that great grandpa, who's probably like 90 something years old, started snoring, she was sitting in one of the first rows, the mom, and she's just like turned her head and across the room, like shh, her shh was much louder than the snoring itself. So it was kind of funny. Okay, so if things like this happen, just ignore. Remember, you're in your own world. You're playing beautiful music. You're gonna play very beautifully, and you know what to do in case of something. If you have little things, no one really remembers little bumps unless you make a big deal out of it.
Okay.
So you made a big deal out of it.
Okay.
Okay. But people do remember if you play beautifully. Okay. So your goal is just to play beautifully. Little things don't really matter. Okay. So try to make your melody a little bit bigger, accompaniment a little bit lighter, so then you'll be delivering all the musical ideas. And again, okay? So let's try. From the moment where you step down, hands are on the lap, right? Thinking time. And once you're ready. you know. Audience are not gonna notice. But you forgot to make retardando.
Yeah.
So, and that's also very important because this way you're showing this is the end of the piece, right? And you're like, and then that way it seems like you forgot the rest of the piece. It's like, what? She finished already? Where's the rest of the piece? Ra-pa-dee-da-da-da-dee-da-da. Up. Meaning. So, and of course, I understand you're, unexperienced. This is your first performance. Have you performed anywhere? Like school?
Yeah.
For your friends?
Musical-ish?
This piece?
Oh, no, actually.
Or any other pieces playing piano?
Yeah, I think so,
Once, right? Yeah. Yeah, of course, it's easier once you start performing, and I always tell my students any opportunity you have, for performance, either at school or let's say you go to your friend's house and they have piano. To do any of your friends have piano?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then maybe So do you ever play piano at their houses?
Other people's houses?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, but once I did because her mom wanted to hear me.
I see. Uh-huh.
And then last year we had a field trip at Olympia, went to the
Uh-huh.
Capitol.
Uh-huh.
And they let you play on this old piano over there. So I guess I did it there.
Yeah. Okay. See that any chance to play, it's very very good. I have students who sometimes people organize little concerts to play at the nursing homes and various places. Okay. So it's good to do that. But you're prepared. You can play really well, and don't let the little things get in the way. So you did absolutely the right thing. You just kept on going, but don't also let it affect the rest. Exactly. So if something just forget about it. It's, okay. And then from that moment, it's just play absolutely musically. That's the most important. And by the way, you played very musically, and I could hear your dynamics. Yeah, it was lovely. Okay. All right. So those are just few little things. Okay. All right. So nothing really major. Yes, and the melody and accompaniment was way more obvious this time. Okay. All right. So let's write it down. Like most important things. Okay. Do you have any questions about recitals since it's your first time?
So the piece has the repeat bars in the first section. Are we gonna do that?
And why would I ask you to repeat all of a sudden a few days before they, Yeah. No, if we would be repeating, we would be repeating a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't need to repeat it. It's a pretty long piece. Yeah. Okay. And we already have so many repetitions in it, right? So today is March.
It's the 25th.
25th. Oh, by the way, we're not gonna have lesson next week.
Oh.
We're
skipping.
April. No, it's not April. No, it's not April. My son is coming.
Oh.
And I will be going to pick him up from the airport.
Okay.
He's coming from Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So I haven't seen him in a very long time. So I will need to pick him up from the airport. So yeah. So next week. The following week, we can have lesson, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that when you're gone?
No. I'm gonna be gone in January, February, March. I'm gonna be gone in May, actually.
Oh, not April? So
Yeah.
you're here during April
Yeah, I'm here during
spring break?
I'm here during spring break.
100%.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, so then, and that's the following week, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Spring break for me is like the...
Oh, wait. No, I'm not talking about... I forgot. Your spring break is different.
Yeah, my spring break is on
It's, I remember, Mercer Island, you have different spring
on
break.
the something...
Yours starts on the April 13th.
Yeah.
It's a Bellevue School District the week before that, right?
I'm not sure, but just now ours is...
Okay, so let's take a look. So next week is the April 1st.
Okay.
So we're no lesson on April 1st.
Okay.
So you are here on April 8th.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the week when I absolutely cancel all my lessons is the following week. So there will be no lesson on 1st and 15th.
Okay.
15th is the week of the competition, and then the week after that, everything is just back to absolutely normal.
Okay. And
so done with all the competitions, everything.
Okay.
So yeah. So we're gonna skip next week lesson
Okay.
on April 1st
Mhm.
and April 15th.
Okay, gotcha.
And you are here on the 8th, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna have 8:22. I mean, everything back to absolute to normal after this week, the week of the 13th.
I
Okay.
don't have competition till May.
Hmm?
I don't have competition till May.
Okay. So and you mentioned you're gonna be gone in May.
For 1 week. I don't know.
You can let me know later on, right? So after that competition of the week of the 15th, things are back to normal.
Okay.
So that's when I'm done with everything, and I'm not going on vacation, not until August. So this year, like usually in May, I go somewhere.
Mhm.
This year I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna miss next week, April 1st
Mhm.
and April 15th.
Got it.
Okay. So the next time I see, well, of course, at the recital,
Yes.
and then after that, April 8th. Okay. Because some kids, like Bellevue School District, there's no school on that week.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll be teaching just as usual. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's write like a summary.
Okay.
Okay. So today is
The 25th.
March 25th. Right.
Are you gonna check my theory later? Or
Yeah. So you practiced it already, right?
Yes, I have.
So make sure you warmed up really well before recital.
Got it.
So try to do that right before
I'll get
coming
the
to the
car.
recital.
Okay.
So we have 31 days, and then so many days. You have 2 weeks for practicing.
Mhm.
Yeah. The question is, what will you be practicing? That's also kind of what I
Okay.
brought up. Lots of churning.
Oh.
Lots of churning. And that's what usually we do after recitals and after those kids who do competitions. After competitions, we do churning, all kinds of stuff. Lots of technique.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds nice.
It's good, right? So I think 8, right? Next time I see the 8. Okay. So let's do the summary. What is it you need to think about before you start?
The tempo. The first few notes.
No, you don't need to think about it. I mean, it's already there.
The chair.
Chair? No, you don't need to think about already before playing.
Okay.
After you sit down, like when everything is good,
Okay.
you're ready to go. So that time when you're thinking before you start playing, what do you need to think about? Tempo, you're a playwright. Just 2 more things.
Dynamics. Oh, and like accompaniment.
Yeah.
Thing.
That's it. And just try to play it musically. Okay. That's it. All right. Okay, so I would like to hear your Gypsy Ronda and see if we can finish it at some point.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's play the whole thing.